Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in, y'all. We're just doing some things and whatnot. Hi, Penny. How are you doing? What a wonderful surprise. Here I am. Why, thank you for that, Ronald. I appreciate you. I was like, I just feel like I want to do readings tonight. Hi, Lisa. Happy Friday the 13th. I hope y'all are doing great. I hope you had a wonderful day. I had a wonderful day. I went and moved some things into my office, getting ready to start working out of it. If you know anybody in the greater Rapid City area of South Dakota, and you think that they would be benefiting from my Quantum Catalyst Healing session, please tell them all about it. I appreciate you. So, I was reminded today of a reading that I did for somebody in 2019. I did that this afternoon, Ronald. Little at a time, I went over there and I figured out what I don't have my new business cards yet. They're not going to be here until the 19th. I've got a lot of things that I need to print up. I have a questionnaire for my clients that I would like them to fill out. Yes, I took my tapestry. Yeah. I'll put another one up there, y'all. I've got more, but I just wanted that one. See, I've got more. Which one do you think I should put up there? Hold on a second. I've got a couple more. Okay, you guys get to pick which one, okay? Okay, here's one. Hold on. I've got this. This is a really big one. It's like tarot. It's like for tarot. It's got like the tarot signs. And let's see. I got this one, which is really huge. And I got this one, which is not as big. So what do you think of that one, guys? Which one should I put up? I just don't know. So I'll have to figure that out. The last one, the first one. Yeah. You like number one? Donna likes the moon one. The second one. Yeah, the sun and the moon is cool. The astrology signs is huge. It's a really big one. It would definitely cover the whole wall. The moon one. Yeah, it's a tough choice, right? I mean, one of them has a lot of color, and then the other one is just black and white. So the sun and the moon one is winning the votes. So maybe I'll put that up tomorrow. So put it up tomorrow and you guys can see my big empty wall no more. But But anyways, I was reminded today of a reading that I did for a woman in 2019. Apparently, and I didn't remember when she told me this, in 2021. So this is 2 years ago. 2 years ago, she messaged me in 2021. And I used to go live and do free readings. Oh man, it was exhausting. I would go live for 3 or 4 hours, and I would do mediumship readings for like 3 or 4 hours. And I would I would totally exhaust myself, but I would do that several times a week, like 3 times a week. And it just got to be too much. But anyways, one of the times that I'd gone on, she had the exact date. Okay, so this is the message that she sent me in 2021. So I'm just going to share this with y'all because it's one of the reasons why I really love what I do. Hey, just wanted to let you know, thank you for everything you do, is what she told me. And her message in 2021 said, hey, January 13th, which is today, 4 years ago today, it says, you caught me on a live about a baby who passed away. And then my uncle came through saying 1984 over and over. And we were told we would have a baby given to us, and his name would be Ethan James. This is what I told them. Well, it happened. We were asked March 20th, 2020, to adopt a baby from a friend who was about to abort him. This is Ethan James, and he will be 1 on August 15th. And she sent me a picture of this beautiful little baby. And today, she sent me an updated picture of him. And she said, here I am again today, reminded of how amazing our message was from you just 4 years ago. Ethan James is 2.5 years old now and thriving. And look at this beautiful baby. Look how cute. He's adorable. I just love him. He's the cutest. But what really makes it amazing is, like, I told her what his name was, and then they named him that. And it's like, oh, gosh, that's awesome. You know? What a beautiful name anyways, right? Ethan James. I would totally name a little boy that. I would totally name somebody Ethan James. That is just the cutest name. Yes, he was absolutely adorable. And man, I just, just the cutest. But, so I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing this work for 6 or 7 years now. And it's stuff like that happens to me, like, all the time. You guys don't has anybody tagged Elspeth? Is anybody friends with Elspeth? She's late. But it's stuff like that really makes you, and stuff like that happens all the time. I get messages from people who are just like, you were completely spot on with your reading, and I didn't believe you at the time, and blah, blah, blah. And then this happened and this happened. Like, even with my tarot forecast that I do a year's worth of tarot month by month. It's $75 in case anyone's interested, but you can do a year's worth of tarot for $75, and I send it to you all at the same time. So you're going to get the whole 12-month forecast all at the same time. It's not going to be once a month or whatever. So you'll have it to look and see what's coming up for you, and then you can look and see how accurate it was for the month before. So just listening, not like, okay, see, look, I thought about you though. I thought about you. Um, and I've had people that I've done those readings for that ignore. I've had one lady that ignored what I told her in the reading, um, and her children suffered for it dramatically. And then I had one woman who was very well prepared for the events that were going to happen to her that year. I told her, um, her mom was going to pass away. I told her when her mom was going to pass away, and she did. And but she was, she was a little better prepared because she had that information, in December for when it happened in the middle of the year. Uh, but I take a lot of pride. I take a lot of pride in my work because my work is very important to a lot of people. And that's why I keep showing up every single day, because I don't know what's going to happen on my live and what information I'm going to give to whomever. And I don't know if it's going to change their life or not. And what if it does? What if it's meant to? What if I didn't show up that night and didn't give her that message? Would she have gotten that baby? Who knows? But I take my work very, very seriously. And I appreciate everybody who shows up for me every time that I go live. Like, I truly do appreciate every single one of you who keep showing up, who see me and who see me live and get the notification, and they're like, oh, I want to go hang out with Misty. And I love that. I love that you guys are like my people. You're here every time. Oh, that is my cat's name. That's Lucky. That's her spot. That's where she sleeps. She sleeps on the bed with me. But yeah, she's the only one that I let sleep in here because she doesn't bother sleeping for the most part. Hi, Christine. Thank you very much for the happy belated birthday. My daughter spoke to my mom today and happened to mention that neither one of my children told me happy birthday. And of course, she immediately got off the phone with me and called them to complain. So my daughter sent me a, sorry, I forgot your birthday. I was busy because my friend's getting a divorce. So, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But anyway, that's Lucky. That's Lucky Meow Meow. The story of Lucky is that I was in a very bad rainstorm. It was torrential rain. And I was in a drive-through picking up food to go home. And this tiny little ball of fur climbed up under my car. And I couldn't get it out. I didn't know what it was. I have two daughters, Linda. I have a 25-year-old daughter that is in Texas. And then I have my 12-year-old. And then I have a son who's 27. They can break your heart. I'm not brokenhearted because I expected it because they're in their 20s and they're selfish individuals, and that's just the way it is. But yeah, this is the first time that they have both just not told me happy birthday, like, ever. So, but anyways, regardless of that, so this tiny little ball of, I don't know what the heck this is, crawled up under my car, and I'm out in this torrential, I'm instantly soaked, torrential rain. And I'm like, what do I do? With my older daughter, she was with me, I think she was 17 at the time. So my cat's like 8 years old. Anyways, I'm like, what do I do? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, we have to go. They're going to close the roads. So I start driving home, and it was like 30 minutes to drive home. And I am just like bawling my eyes out because I feel like I killed this little cat. because it ran up inside my engine to get away from all the water. And I'm just like crying all the way home. And here's the kid next to me, my oldest daughter, Madeline. She's just eating food. She's not even phased. And I'm just like, because I'm so, because my heart is so big. Hi, Chandra. And so I drive so very slowly all the way home because the roads were just so full of water and it was crazy. And I finally get close to my house and it starts to let up. Okay. And I turn onto my street and I'm driving really slow, obviously, turn on my street. And all of a sudden I hear this meowing noise. And I was like, oh, and she's like, and we were like, oh my God, it's still alive. And so we were like so excited. And we drove to the house and I was like, Hari, go in the house and get a can of tuna and open it up. We're going to get this cat out of here. And so she ran in the house and she opened a can of tuna and she came out and I popped the hood and there's this tiny, tiny, tiny little itty bitty baby kitty. And she's just covered in grease and she's all filthy and dirty. And she was just sitting on this ledge that I didn't even know was in my car. And she was just sitting there, just sitting there. And I'm like, so her name is Lucky. So we rescued her and we've had her ever since. But it was a crazy story. 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes underneath the hood of a car. Shit. Very lucky, right? So anyways, enough about me. That's what we're doing. We're doing tonight. What are we doing tonight? Tonight we are doing past life readings, or she just came out of nowhere. You could barely see, it was raining so badly. And I just saw this thing flopping and then it ran under the car and I was like, what the hell was that? It could have been a rat for all I knew, but then I heard it meowing. So anyways, yes, she is my cat and I've had her since she was so freaking small. Like literally, I don't even know how old she was. But she was really tiny. And then she did end up having one litter of cats. And she trusts me so much. She trusts me so much that she literally had her kittens on my lap. Like, yeah. When you're ready for spirit messages, looking for Jerry to come through. Oh, okay, Ronald. No problem. So you sent a donation. Sherry sent a donation. She'll be in and out posting. Okay, Sherry, I'll write you on the list. Sorry, I was getting carried away with my stories. My bad. Okay, I got to figure out where everything is. You're on Venmo, Ronald? For Jerry to come through. You got it. Just writing everything down real quick. You like my story? Yeah. And then we ended up getting another cat, and it was also a rescue. My daughter was in Head Start, and I went to pick her up at the end of the day, and or something. I don't know why I was at the school, but I went to the school, and her Head Start teacher's like, "Hey, you want this kitten?" Because I guess there was a kitten that was hanging around the school. And of course, she asked me right in front of my kid. And I was like, okay. So we ended up having two cats. And the second cat also had a litter of kittens right after Lucky had a litter of kittens. And my Jack is a baby from that litter of kittens. So this is why my cats look very similar, but they don't like each other at all. They're not related. They look like they're related, but they're not related. Okay, so Sherry wants a past life. Ronald wants to talk to Jerry. But isn't that crazy? Yeah, I guess. Do I need to brace my feet for my CAT scan report coming this week? I don't think you need to stiffen a bone in your body, Elspeth. Okay. I don't feel like this is going to tell us anything that we don't already feel. I don't think it's going to be that bad, okay? Yeah, very smart teacher. So that's very kind of her to do that. But yeah. Yes, I happen to like cats. Angelita is getting lots of healing energy, falling asleep, which reminds me, I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight because I did not sleep good at all last night. I was kept awake all night long thinking about all these different things with my business and thinking about my chakras and how I need to do more self-care. She's concerned about a spot in her lung that I told her was there, and they've been monitoring it. Why are you apologizing for asking? Since when? Since when? I found a tumor for her, and she went to the doctor, and she told them that she was having symptoms, even though she wasn't. And they found it, You gotta have a nice bath. That sounds lovely. But anyways, I won't be here for a very long time. We're just going to do a few readings. So if you want to get in on that, then y'all better hurry up and send your money in for it, because I'm only going to do like 4, maybe. I don't think I'm going to be here for a long time tonight. Okay, these are paid readings tonight, Sandy. I'm offering past life readings, medical scans, and psychic mediumship, connecting to your loved ones who crossed over. They're $25 a piece, and there's 4 different ways to make your donation in the description box. Okay, Ronald wants to talk to Jerry. Is this man older than you? Because I was just feeling somebody older than you. I'm getting pain in my head. This could be trauma to the head, a neurological disorder. It could be some kind of aneurysm or stroke, dementia. If he is around, and yes, okay. He's making me feel like he's been watching you lately. Why are you watching him? So the way that he's showing me is like he's watching you lose your cool, pretty much is what he's telling me. He's showing me, and of course this is an analogy, but he's showing me somebody walking around, stomping their feet, kind of like having a fit, having a tantrum type of a thing. And he's showing me somebody with their hands tied behind their back, like your hands are tied. He said, this is nothing new. Your hands are always tied. He said that you've been missing him a lot lately. Is there an anniversary coming up, like the anniversary of his death or his birthday? He's mentioning a special date associated with him. He said you always wear a hat. Is that true? Did he have an issue with his hearing? Something like that. What is something like that? What is that about? Hi, bud. You used to wear hats and you have been lately. Okay. How you doing, bud? He's showing me you putting on like a button-down shirt. Like you're getting this isn't like a plain shirt either. It's got a pattern on it. I don't know if it's like a plaid shirt or what, but it's like, you know how those pearl snap shirts, I don't know if they're like Western shirts or what, but this looks like some like a fancy. The only thing I can take from this is like it's the nicest shirt you own is what I'm seeing. Like the nice shirt you own, and we're putting this on. Do you own a cowboy hat? You're stomping your feet kind of thing. Oh, okay. Testing out your new internet service. Oh, that's nice, bud. How's it going so far? I've got some new equipment also, guys. You do own a cowboy hat. Okay, so because that's what I'm seeing. Hi, Show. Happy Friday. I'm seeing you in a cowboy hat wearing a snap button shirt and going out like dancing or something, going out somewhere where they serve alcohol, and I'm hearing a lot of music, and it feels like you gone to some kind of like a two-stepping club or something. I don't know, a country club or something is what I'm seeing. So if this is something, I feel like this might be advice for you, sweetheart. Cowboy hats are your jam. Sweet. I think this is what they're trying to say. Maybe you need to get out of the house. Line dancing? Oh, that sounds fun. Sandy, there's very specific directions up here. I will post them on the screen. Here you go. They're on the screen for you. Elspeth is sweet enough to share that with everybody. I'm not seeing you with somebody else. I'm not. I'm seeing you going by yourself and dancing with somebody there. So I don't know if you're meeting somebody there or if you're going on the prowl, so to speak. But it does not feel like this is the girl. This feels like somebody you don't know. This feels like the person I'm seeing you dancing with looks like somebody new. It looks like somebody that you just asked to dance there. Okay. What else do you want him to know? Just have a good time, he said. Just have a good time for God's sake. Is he related to you, Ronald? Because he's making me feel like he's a little frustrated with you. So was there, I didn't catch it. Was there some kind of a anniversary date associated with Jerry coming up? Friend's dad. Okay. Is there do you know if it's like his death date or his birth date coming up? Hi Sherry. Hi Carla. Because it feels like some kind of a special occasion associated with him. It could even be if he had a sickness or an illness. It could even be that date. Okay. Sandy, what option would you like to use to send your donation? I accept PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. And once you say which one in the chat, I'm sure numerous people will give you the address for that. Okay? I'm sorry to hear that, Donna. If so, I'll hear about it. Okay. Okay. Well, there are options and I can show them to you. Okay, somebody give her the PayPal link, please. Please and thank you, and I love you all so much. Okay, Angelita, I'm going to write you down. So, what I'm hearing from Jerry is that you need to kick up your heels and enjoy yourself a little bit. It feels to me like there's been too much heaviness around you. It feels to me like you haven't been enjoying your life or embracing happiness in your life enough lately. And I feel like this would be really good for you to let off some steam, a really good time for you to, and to just to be happy. Okay. And that's what, and it feels like you're going by yourself. It doesn't feel like you're going with another group of guys. It doesn't feel like you're going with the love interest. It doesn't feel like that. Elspeth was kind enough to post the link for you, Sandy. All right, so maybe do that tomorrow night, Saturday night. That sounds good. And I hope that helps you. But Spirit gives us advice and tells us what to do, and we should listen. They know what they're talking about. I just want you to have the best life. You deserve to have the best life, right? Buddy old pal. Hello today of all days, Crystal. Hello this day. Hello. That's fun. You're welcome. You're welcome. And, keep with the cowboy hats. That's a cool look. As somebody who's just transplanted from Texas, kind of miss seeing. Yes, that's my PayPal, sweetheart. I'll post it on the screen for you for a second. Elspeth shared the PayPal link with you. You could just click on it or copy and paste. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Okay, so we got Ronald. And so, Sherry, are you here? Or did you blip out? Sherry. Just going to switch gears real quick. How's it going, Lisa? Crystal, how are you feeling? Are you from Rhode Island originally? Me? I am originally from Massachusetts. I was born in Worcester, Massachusetts. Thanks for joining us, Sherry. I appreciate you. Lisa's doing good. Awesome. Okay, Sherry Putnam. Sherry, baby. That's how old I am. That's how old I am. You can hear the cat snoring. She's out cold, right? Hi there. Okay, Sherry. Did you want to do the past life reading now? You were named after that song? Well, there you go. Are you going to be in for a minute? Okay, let's see what we got. I'm just going to dive right in. I'm going to write on the back of this page. Sherry, what year were you born? (1964). Okay. Ronald says, one of my favorite songs, That's How Old I Am. Well, look at you all. Elspeth? No, but they did make a Disney character, didn't they? No, that's Elsa. I was close. Let me get some more information about this. Well, I'm getting an awful lot of information, Sherry. Trying to find anything with the spelling of Cheryl's name. Yeah, you can't find key tags. That's for sure. You might have to get one made up. So luckily these days that's not terribly expensive. Well, thank you, Carla. I appreciate you. Okay, Sherry. So the very first thing that I got, where is this? Where is this? Really? Okay, so the very first thing that I got was 1948, and that's why I asked what year you were born, because I was wondering if this was going to be another one of those overlapping timelines. So 1948 is when this man passed away. When you passed away, you were a man in your last life. Okay, so what does that say about now? That says now that you're very much a hardworking individual. You like to run things in your house. You have uh, a firm grasp on leadership and like to take care of your family financially, things of that nature. That's the energy that you're pulling in from this other life. Okay. Okay, Sandy, give me just a minute. Okay. Someone stole Elspeth's checks and spelled her name wrong. That's funny. That is you. That's you. Okay. So in this lifetime, your name was Carl. You had a heart attack. That's how you passed away. You were a teacher. You taught economics. So it's all about the money with you. It's all about the math, adding things up. You could even be a little OCD about tracking distances, tracking expenses, knowing everything down to the penny, being very aware of the cost of living and things of that nature. And you could always just have had your eye on the ball. And so, anyways, you were married. You had 4 children. I have their names. Their names were John, Sam, Mary, and June. You were living in Ohio. You were a college economics teacher. It looks to me like you loved your wife's cooking. You had a bit of a belly. You wore a tan shirt with a pocket protector, black slacks, and then white socks with black shoes. This is kind of like you really didn't have the best fashion sense. But honestly, it was 1948, and I don't blame you. Um, that is just how it was back in the day. But the white socks really stuck out to me like a lot. Nerdy as heck. Well, it's economics. I mean, they're not really the cool guys. Um, but you were married and you had 4 children. You passed away, um, you were in your 50s. And I feel like you were so good at budgeting money, and you were so good at like building the nest egg because you kept your finger on the pulse, that your wife and children were well taken care of after you passed. Like you made sure that you had everything set up for them. Okay. Like I'm seeing, he's showing me writing expenses on graph paper or something like this, so that you always line up your digits and you don't get the numbers confused. He's showing me on graph paper. Like this is the way he had to teach people, because we're dealing with long numbers and multiple rows of numbers using graph paper. Medical scan, Sandy. A medical scan is the third option. I'm a medical medium. So, what energy, aside from the meticulousness with, and when I say about numbers, I'm talking about knowing exactly how many miles it is between your house and your grocery store, knowing exactly how many minutes it'll take you to get there, knowing exactly how many miles to the gallon you can get, where you have to stop to get gas. Like everything is numbers. I have a degree in accounting and a statistic analysis. Really? Isn't that interesting? And I also think it's very interesting because there wasn't even 20 years between the time that you passed away and the time that you reincarnated as yourself. So that's super cool. So, um, so that's major. It's playing a major part in your life. It could also be that you do spell you didn't spell it right. That's okay. I can't see her comments. See whose comments? I'm putting them on the screen. Putting them on the screen. So I hope that helps you. I think it's super interesting. And I don't know if those names resonate with you, the name of the children, if you've ever been partial to any of those names, or if you have anyone in your life, or all of them people in your life that Cindy, I do sometimes. I'm pretty much every other day now, coming live every other day. But the names were John, Sam, Mary, and June, or Junebug is what I heard. So Junebug is the youngest. Or even if you have somebody with the nickname of Bug. My niece, her nickname is Bug. Nope. But they are common. True, they are very common names. I don't think he had a big imagination as far as that is concerned. And I don't think that he wanted to have names for his kids that really stood out because he wasn't really about that. He doesn't look to me like a person who embraced the wild side. He was a stickler, like his fashion sense and the rules. He always followed the rules, except he really overindulged in his wife's cooking. He really loved his wife. You really loved your wife's cooking. So I don't know if you're still a foodie, if you still really enjoy home cooked meals, but you were wild when you were young. That's probably why, because he was very much a stickler for the rules and following the letter of the law, things of that nature. My granddaughter is Katie Bug. Well, Sherry, I hope that past life reading was fun for you and helped give you some, oh, I got hiccups now, give you some clarity on why you are the way you are in this life and why you followed certain directions. I think that's super interesting that you still have a lot in common with Carl. Carl. Okay, Angelita. Okay, all I have on my list right now is Angelita. You're welcome. Yes, you have to pay in advance, Sandy. All of the readings are pay in advance. Angelita, what kind of reading did you want to get tonight? I'm offering medical scans, past life readings, and psychic mediumship. Sorry, gotta go. Did you get your tattoo? Yes, I did get my tattoo, Cindy. Hold on, I'll show you. Let me find it on my phone. Hi, Monica. I'm swell. How are you? I'll show you. I know everybody was asking about it yesterday when I came. Everybody's like, "Did you get your tattoo?" And I showed it like so many times because everybody wanted to see it. Now, just remember, this is my big fat leg. This is my big fat leg. Okay. Whoop, go straight. There it is. Yay. There's my dragon. He's really cool. Hi, Tara. Are you about ready to have that baby? Huh? Jody, these are paid readings tonight. So we're going to be, oh, but the fire. It is. It's fire. It's amazing. It looks really, really awesome. And then I go back on February 16th to get my color put in. What's the name of the dragon? His name is Crucible. Crucible translates to forged in fire. So he is my red fire dragon. That is me, forged in fire. Through trials and tribulations, we become the very essence of everything that we have withstood. I am fire. Thinking I might have contractions or something. I feel very off. Now, Tara, did I tell you 2 weeks ago that you were having your baby? Didn't I tell you that? I told you that, right? I told you that you were going to have your baby early. People should listen to me. If I say shit and if I'm just saying shit, then listen to it. Okay. You feel very off, and I feel like that's accurate. So I'm just going to, because I'm a nosy. 1 second, Angelita. I got to check this because you and I had a conversation. And I'm going to look and see when that conversation was. January 4th. Today is the 13th, and I told you 2 weeks, right? Didn't I tell you that? Hi, Will. It's good to see you. So let me just check. I'm going to check in with you because I'm feeling a little nauseous just talking to you. So let me just check in and see where we're at. 3 days. We got 3 days. Everybody pay attention. 3 days. Have you been having on the left side? These are I'm feeling it on the left side. I'm feeling very nauseous with you, and I'm feeling like sharp pains in my back on the left side. Okay, I'm feeling on the left. So, but I feel like I'm going to throw up. Are you okay? Do you feel like you're going to throw up? My baby doesn't feel good. My baby feels yucky. Oh my. Yeah, I'm feeling it on the right side. Hold on. Now you have to bear with me, Tara, because I've never actually had contractions. My babies were all scheduled cesareans because they were big, huge monsters. So I don't know what contractions feel like. Lucky me. It does feel very weird to me. Okay. I feel extremely nauseous. You know, why don't you just pop on over to the hospital and tell them that something doesn't feel right? And we'll see what they say. Because I feel yuck. I feel very gross. They hang me upside down for 2 weeks. Carla. Oh my. Yeah, go to the doctor suites. She doesn't know what contractions feel like either. Your stomach gets hard. Yeah, your stomach gets hard, and oh God, I feel gross. Can you go to the doctor? Ooh, I feel super yucky. I don't want you to make me throw up because I don't like throwing up. It feels. Okay, let's go. Release, release, release. Okay. Ugh. Yes, Sandy, your daughter has to request the reading. Is your daughter, how old is your daughter? Cheryl, that sounds terrible. Where hot flashes hardly burn a blizzard because I'm from a place. Elspeth. Oh man. Oof. Go to the hospital, please. Tonight. Okay? Please. Just go get checked out. You're closer than you think you are. You're closer than you think you are. Twin sons 10 minutes apart. Holy smokes. That's really cool. It is. It's best. You're better safe than sorry, especially when it's your baby's life, right? We don't take no chances with other people's lives. I just would feel so much better if you, because I feel super not okay when I connect to you, which is why I had to disconnect to you because I was about to throw up. That is not. Oh, okay. Yucky. Why are you dizzy? I don't know. My energy's been pretty high vibey lately, Cindy. Sometimes when you're not used to it, it can make your head swim and it can make you feel like you're gonna pass out. Okay? Okay, I'm sorry, Sandy, but she has to be commenting on her own name. I do not do medical scans for people other than the person. So you'll just have to. How old is your daughter? Sandy? That's my lucky cat. That's meow meow. Why are you winking at me? What's wrong with your eye? Is it stuck? What'd you do to your eye? Do you want me to fix it? What's wrong with your eye? Oh, what's wrong with your eye? Oh, now it's open? You were just winking at me? Huh? Were you just winking at me? Yeah? Are you done? Meow meow. Meow. Okay. She's just winking at me. I thought her eye was stuck. PayPal me caked. Sandy, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, look, I'm going to explain to you how this works. I do readings for the person. No. She needs to comment under her own name. Okay. I don't do readings for third parties. I'm not going to tell somebody about, then I'm sure she has her own Facebook and she can comment as her own person, right? I'm not doing a medical scan for somebody that is not actually giving me permission to connect to them, that I can visibly see. Not doing that. I don't do that. Okay. She's an adult. She has to request it herself. You can pay for it, but she has to give me permission to do the reading, not through you either. Okay. Hi, Jillian. So you would have to do it yourself. You would have to request it yourself. And on my PayPal, there it is. Elspeth shared the PayPal again. So if you want to get that, Angelita, I forgot what I'm doing. Past life. Okay, let's see what we got for you. Squirrel. Hi, Serena. Okay, so for Angelita, let's see what we find out here. Big hearts. Why? Oops. Spirit's turning my light off. Well, you have to pay for the reading before I do the reading, Sandy. So once I receive the payment for the reading and she comments that she's ready to get the reading, then I will do the reading. But right now, I'm doing a reading for Angelita. When is this? This is not that long ago. I'm not getting an exact year from what he's showing me. I got a location and I got a name. Okay. This is what I get. You get what you get, and that's what you get. Hi, Victor. I was concerned when you didn't respond to my text message. But anyway, okay, Angelita, what I was being shown right out the gate, I was seeing a heart with wings on it. And this, I don't really know what the reference is for that, but it reminded me of like artwork, like artwork on an oracle deck or something, or like, I don't know. I don't know what this is. It could have been a tattoo on somebody because it reminds me of like a style of like old-fashioned tattoo or whatever. I don't know what the reference is, but I got a very old man. The first thing that I felt with him was he had a lot of pain in his knee. He had issues with his left knee. Okay. I'm not sure. I feel like he hurt himself working. Okay. Because it was like something he did his whole life. And then later on, I got pain on the same side on my hip. So I feel like he somehow like injured his leg working. Now, the work that he did, he was a fisherman, because I saw a boat on a dock and then I saw him walking with buckets of fish. Like he's carrying buckets of fish and he's carrying it in. So I'm going to assume that every day he went out and he fished. And I think that maybe he supplied a business with his catch, or I don't know, but somehow like the town is dependent on him. Not dependent per se, but like there's other boats, but he has done this every single day of his life. Like he's a fisherman. That's what he does. Okay. I saw him. He was wearing a brown corduroy shirt. Do you know what corduroy is? He's wearing a brown corduroy shirt with like a white undershirt. And he's a thin man. He's a very thin man. And he has one of those caps on that fishermen wear that are just because it's wet out there. But his name is Hamish. What an interesting name that is, first of all. Hamish McPherson. And he's from Scotland. Yes, you do. Okay. He's from Scotland, and these are like big silver-looking fish. I don't know much about fish at all. I don't know what fish look like except for goldfish. But they're like silver-looking fish. And he was saying something about a loch, which I could assume is a body of water. I don't really know. But I know that he would go out every single day when it was dark, and he would go cast his nets. and he would get fish and he would throw back the little ones and he would only take the biggest ones and fill up his buckets, and then he would come in, and if he got a bunch of big ones quickly, then he would come in quickly, but he always filled up 2 buckets of fish, and then he came back, and he was a very old man. I honestly don't I wouldn't necessarily say that the town depended on his catch, but he wouldn't come back until his buckets were full. So, but I do feel like he injured his leg on his boat, possibly earlier on. I think that he'd been dealing with that knee pain and leg pain for quite some time. It's almost like he got thrown around or something. You love the ocean and the water, period. How do you feel about fishing? Are you an avid fisherman as well? How do you feel about Scotland? Have you thought that you want to go visit there? Have you, do you have any phantom pains in your knee or your hip that you've never hurt yourself? And you do like to fish. You like fishing. I have been fishing one time in my life, so I really don't even know if I like fishing because the last time I fished, I was like 5 years old. So, but 2 buckets of fish, 2 5-gallon buckets. He would fill them up with fish, and then he would come back into town. No pain in your knee. Okay, because sometimes random pains will show up because of previous lives and previous injuries. He's just a very sweet old man. The energy I'm getting from him, he was very personable. He was well loved in his community. So much so, like, I feel like, maybe in his younger years that he would possibly be responsible for all the fish. Okay. I'm getting tired. But as he got older, like, he was still going and fishing, but it was, just 2 buckets. You'd scale the fish on the beach. Do you know what kind of fish I'm talking about? They're silver. I really don't know much about fish. Is that a tuna? No, it can't be a tuna. I don't even know what kind of fish they have in Scotland. Let's look. What kind of fish are served in Scotland?
According to Taste Atlas, the most common types of fish used are cod, haddock, skate, and pollock, but cod is the most popular choice, with 60% of all fish and chips meals using it as the preferred fish.
Well, cod's not bad.
On the other hand, is usually found in fish and chips shops along the west coast of Scotland.
So it's either cod or skate. I don't know. Cod or skate, whatever that is. But I would have to look at pictures of it. This one. This. What are these guys? Whatever those are. They look pretty big. Salmon. Salmons. They're salmons. It's salmon. Who knew? Okay, I had no idea. See, I'm the kind of person who I thought salmon was pink. I thought, like, I don't know, why did I think that? Are Alaskan salmons like pink or red? Or is that just the inside? I don't know. Anyways, that's what we got. Lives in running rivers. Yeah, it looked like it was some kind of like what is a loch? A loch is like a lake, right? Are lochs freshwater?
Lochs frequently mentioned on the web include Loch Morar, Loch Awe, Loch Marie, and others.
Yeah, they're freshwater lochs. So anyway, they're freshwater locks because he's showing, like I'm seeing, it looks like freshwater, and they're silver. They're silver looking fish. I don't know what. I'd catch Great Lake fish. Yeah. But I'm sure there's, since it's popular there, I'm sure there's plenty of places to catch salmon. Maybe herring. I don't really know. They didn't look huge like the pictures that I just saw. They were smaller, so it could be a different kind of fish. Hi Jill, I'm fabulous. I'm about to do a medical reading for Sandra's daughter. What is your daughter's name, Sandra? No, the one I catch are small. Landlocked salmon. Really? Salmon, swordfish. Y'all love y'all to death. I love y'all when y'all are trying to help me figure out what the fuck I'm saying. Because I have no idea. Hi, Jillian. How are you? No, I'm about to do my last one because I'm getting tired. I did say that I was only going to do 3 or 4. So I'm just going to write your name down. Jillian. Jillian, do I have permission to connect to your energy and check you for any physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, or energetic issues that you might not know about going on inside of you? I just need your permission. Wonderful. Give me just a moment. Please relax. Just a second to connect. Jillian Moniz. She changed her mind. Well, she's right. She's right here saying yes. Jillian, did you change your mind? Yes, Angelita, that's everything that I got for you, and take it however it resonates in your life. That you have a lot of the same energies coming through, a lot of the same passion for fish and the ocean and water. I love that for you. Okay. So Sandy, she didn't change her mind. She wants to get it done. All right? Is that okay with you? Okay. Okay, Jill. Okay. Let's see. Jillian. Have you had a headache recently? Because the first thing I get is, a headache. And I don't know if this is something that you have consistently, if you have trouble with a headache. I am getting very dizzy when I connect to your energy. Have you been having dizzy spells? Whew. I don't know if this is associated with a medication that you might be taking or what this is, but I'm getting, you've been dizzy. because I'm just getting super dizzy when I connect to you. Have you been having a headache? My head's spinning. I'm also getting pain between my shoulders on my back. So I'm not sure if this is an area that you have an issue. Uh, this would be in the general vicinity of where your bra strap lies. This could be maybe because if you're big chested like I am and you have sometimes headaches. Okay. I'm feeling those two things. If you have back pain from carrying the girls like I do, or what this is, but it feels like a lot of pain in your shoulders and in the middle of your back right there. Yes, you have back issues. Have you had an issue with, how do I explain that? Her ankle? Have you had an issue with your ankle in your life? Is this an old injury that I'm feeling? Do you still get some pain that shoots up the side, like past your ankle? I'm feeling a little bit of pain that goes up past my ankle. I guess like you'd had a sprained ankle or something like this. Because I'm feeling like a ding that literally goes right past my ankle. So if it's not something that you've already had, then be careful when you're walking out there. I'm definitely getting a lot of pains in my chest. Do you have a heart condition that you're aware of? Have you been getting pains in your chest? Okay. This is 100% your heart that I'm feeling. It's not the lung behind your heart. It is your heart. And I'm getting an electrical uh I'm getting electrical pain across the heart. What is it called, y'all? Uh, Arrhythmia. Irregular electrical across the heart. No, no, no. Heart arrhythmia. Yeah. Irregular heartbeat. It's an arrhythmia. I understand you've been checked for heart issues. The reason that they're checking you for heart issues is because you're presenting symptoms of things that are related to your heart. Okay, so what I'm seeing is an occasional electrical pulse that goes across the exterior of your heart. That's what I'm seeing. It's like a little bolt of lightning. Does that make sense to you? Does that resonate with the pain that you've had in your chest? It's not something that's clenching, it's not squeezing. It just feels like a bolt of lightning. What else? I'm also feeling you've had flutters. It's an arrhythmia. Um, and that with the dizziness makes sense to me. And I think that you should not discount that. And I think you should probably see a cardiologist. Um, because the dizziness can be a sign of heart issues as well. Low blood pressure. I feel like you have an irregular heartbeat, and I feel like, I don't know how old you are, sweetheart, but I see a pacemaker in your future, 100%. And I'm getting it again just now. So, there's something, you do have low blood pressure, yeah. I'm also feeling issues with your stomach. I feel like you have sensitivities. I feel like there are certain things that you eat that may not be in your best interest. Okay, and I'm looking at things like coffee, and I'm seeing that it can cause stomach ulcers. I feel like your stomach is very sensitive to coffee. Okay, so maybe not have caffeine or coffee in particular, because I'm showing it looks like coffee grounds. So I'm not sure if this is something that they're showing me like in the stool, in the bowel, or what this is, but I know coffee grounds, stool. I feel like this is from an ulcer.
According to Very Well Health, this is a condition called melena. If you have melena, you may also notice that your stool has a terry texture or is similar to coffee grounds. Blood changes from red to black as it passes through the body and interacts with enzymes, substances that help digest food in the GI tract.
It's called melena. Let me know if that resonates with you. What else? Your body is unwell, is the message that I'm getting for you, Jillian. It's usually internal bleeding. Yeah, I feel like her body is not well. Her body is not balanced. Her body systems are not, they're not in alignment, so to speak. It feels like there's nobody directing this orchestra. Like things are starting to get out of whack. That's not true. Hold on a second. Sorry, my daughter's telling people weird shit that's not true. Anyway, enough about that. Let me see what else we have going on here. I'm also feeling the liver here, so I'm not sure if you've been dealing with thirst issues or just feeling dehydrated. I feel like you're I feel like your body needs to be cleansed, Jillian. Have you ever done a cleanse? Because I feel like you need to be re-regulated. Your body feels like it's not nobody is you've never done a cleanse. Okay. So this would be like a colon cleanse or a juice cleanse, or even a fast, water fasting. Look, if you can do it, if you have the commitment to do a water fast, so it's nothing but water for like minimum 3 to 4 days, it will help reset your body, what's going on in your body. Okay. It's not easy. The second day is really hard, but if you can get past that hump and do at least 3 days of just water, And I mean like filtered water, clean water, not anything out of the tap, because that's not going to help you at all. And then slowly start integrating. I'm literally seeing pumpkin. Okay, so pumpkin is really good for killing parasites. Pumpkin seeds are really good for killing parasites in the body. And it just feels to me like there may be an imbalance going on here, because I'm seeing pumpkin, and pumpkin is always about parasites. Okay. What else? That's important for you to do. That's important for you to hear. Have you felt like maybe like your body's maybe um like you're not in control of it right now? Because that's what it feels like to me. It feels like you're just not in control of your body. Pumpkin sausage soup. Okay, well, let's not do the sausage. I'm talking pumpkin seeds. Okay, pumpkin seeds are really, really good for you to eat. Um, they kill bacteria, parasites especially. So the pumpkin seeds are really good for you. Probably the unsalted ones. Okay, they have something in them that that will help. But try to do the water cleanse. You know what, Jill? If you have a recipe for that, I'm sure Emma would absolutely love it, because she loves pumpkin and she loves sausage. To me, those two things don't sound like they go together. But who am I? Let me see what else I have for her. I would love for you. I don't know when was the last time you had your heart checked. But if it came up in the scan, then it would be something that I would want you to take seriously, and to possibly see a different doctor or a cardiologist, especially if you're getting dizzy about a year ago. Yeah. I'm not going to ask you if you got the vaccine, but I will tell you that a lot of medical journals and doctors have come out, and the peer-reviewed information has shown that that has caused a lot of people to get heart conditions, heart issues, especially young people. So I'm not asking you because it's none of my business. Yes, I did see a cardiologist. Okay, good. About your dizzy spells recently? No, you can't go in there. When did you come in? Really? Can you just wait 5 minutes? Please? Thank you. Okay, good. Because that is all connected to your heart. Your low blood pressure. That's your heart. Your dad is having heart issues. He stopped getting the COVID vax. Good. I'm glad he stopped getting the COVID vax. It's not a good thing. But is there any area that you had a concern about that I have not mentioned, Jillian? Your autoimmune issues? Again, I'm going to tell you to do the cleanse. Okay, your autoimmune issues, your brain, like I said, there's no conductor with this orchestra. It seems like he stepped out, that there is this, we're not in tune right now. Your instruments need to get tuned. We need to remove whatever has been causing the symphony to sound like garbage. your body is not in tune. I would recommend getting your chakras aligned, especially if you've got things going on with autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases are caused from the delivery of electrical neurons in your brain and the way the messages are sent and received. Good to know. I did not know that. And if you want to get yourself back into the root program, let's just say the program that your body is born with and the program that is for optimal performance, you need to practice grounding regularly. Go outside without shoes on, because shoes have rubber soles and they create insulation. You want to go outside without shoes on, spend a few minutes with your bare feet on the ground, or socks. Socks are fine too, but bare feet are preferable. And reconnect to the earth and release whatever excess energy you have in your body. Electrical energy. You are all energy. The earth is energy, and the earth is the homeostatic frequency of what you need to have inside your body. So connecting to the earth will realign you with the neuron firing pattern that you need to have in your brain. Okay. People with autoimmune disorders don't spend a lot of time outside because they're tired, or they don't, they have reactions to the sun or whatever. It doesn't have to be during the day. Sunlight is very important for you, however. And I think that if you can do these things, if you can get your chakras aligned, if you can do grounding, there's a lot of different things that you can do to help yourself. All right. It's really important with you having a sensitive body system to make sure that you're only putting things in your body that your body would respond well to. So you're going to want to put only foods that have light energy in them, which is going to be fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Okay. Or seeds. That's what I'm seeing. I would recommend changing your diet, doing a little bit of a vegetarian diet for a little while. And Reiki will help. Like I said, aligning your chakras. You can get your chakras aligned. You can get distance Reiki. You can get in-person Reiki. I do both of those things. If you are in the general area, I do offer a new quantum catalyst healing session that is available over distance as well as in person in the Rapid City area. Those healing sessions are $159, and they have 5 or 6 different types of healing in the same session. So it's really coming at it from multiple different layers, and it's healing at an atomic level. So I would want it to be a cooperative session with you, Jillian. I would want you to at least commit to a couple days of water cleanse. And I think it would be a good idea. Would you stop? I told you 5 minutes. Jackson, stop it. This is what I deal with all night long. This cat just literally scratches to get in and out of my bedroom all night long. He's such a pain in the ass. Why do you have to be such a pain in the ass, Jack? Why? Just be a good boy. Jill, I have absolutely no idea what I just said. You'd have to watch the replay about that, because I was channeling something that I know nothing about. I'm not a neurologist. I don't know how the brain works. I'm just giving you information that is coming through my speaker. So I don't know. Let me ask again. What is this about firing? So you come into this body with a root system, a root program that makes you process on an optimal level. And there are things in your environment or things that you have incarnated with, like karmic lessons and things of that nature, that can sometimes affect the body system and how the body processes information and how it how it processes information, and how the body system works cohesively together. So this would be the reason why why children are born sick sometimes, where they're not born perfectly, quote unquote. But there's a specific pattern or program, or base program that your brain has for optimal performance, and things that you've done in your life, different things, karmic issues, things that you put in your body, all affect the way that your body processes information. And if your liver is trying to process things that are harder for your body to process, it's going to pull on the energy and make things slow down, and it's going to pull it out of the perfect state of harmony for your brain to process, for your neurons to fire. Jill was asking me if I can remember what I said. I don't even know if I just told you the same thing again. I could have just told you something. I have no idea. But the planet itself is like the great equalizer. The planet is giving off what is known as the Schumann resonance. It has its own vibration, and when you are in alignment with that frequency, with that vibration, it can reset your program. It can put you back in alignment. So, Jillian, this reading was for Jillian Moniz. Of course, Jill knows that. She knows that. She just had a question about it. Okay, that's all. But yeah, Reiki can help. Reiki can help with that. But this is also something that she has to do. She has to be proactive in creating the best environment for herself through her body. You have to take good care of your body. Not that you don't, but you have to be very aware of what is good for it and what isn't good for it. And so with complex foods, things that need extra time to break down, are not good for your body. You need light food. You need light energy food. I would do that. Love and light food. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope it helps you. Your son is being tested for leukemia and autoimmune. Yeah, everything that's going on inside of the body can be healed, but you have to be willing to participate in the healing, And the quantum catalyst healing session that I created to help people is a very powerful healing session, but you have to be completely on board with it in order to get the most out of it. It's a very serious thing. It's not, oh yeah, go do it on me. You have to want it. You have to want to fix yourself. You have to be willing, and you have to participate in it. He will not let me do Reiki. He says, no way. You're welcome, Sandy. No problem. Well, Jill, I mean, you can't force people, no matter how much you want them to. You cannot force people to understand what you understand or to see things from your perspective, because they're not you. And eventually, if you stop pushing, he might come around. But once you start trying to make somebody do something, or to force an idea on something, on somebody, you'll notice every time that, unless it's somebody like me who tries to be open-minded, but I don't like to be forced to do anything either. If somebody says, you have to do this, you need to try this, I'm absolutely not going to. Example, my son, God love him, he really wants me to do psychedelics with him. And because he's so pushy about it, I'm absolutely not going to. I'm just not going to. I didn't have it in my life plan to start taking psychedelics. But every time I see him, that's all he wants to talk about. And mom, you really should try it, blah, 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 blah. I'm just not going to do it because I don't like somebody telling me what to do. And I feel like your son might be that way too. If you just watch things on TV, did y'all know that there was a channel on Roku? It's about the rabbit hole. It's about going down the rabbit hole, and it has all these different shit balls. It's got all these like different stories about conspiracy theories, but it also talks about energy medicine, and it talks about different ways that you can heal yourself. But I can't remember the name. I think it's called Bunny or something like that. I really don't know. I'll have to look. I have to check. I saw it. You stop talking about it until the money's ready. Yeah, resistance is futile. But I don't think your son has leukemia, just so you know. I don't think so. Just so you know. Just letting you know that. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to take off because I'm tired. I did not get much sleep last night. Like I said, I just could not get comfortable. And I had so many thoughts and information coming in all night long. And I just kept seeing these big chakra circles and how they were like getting muddy. And I just kept hearing about how I needed to take better care of my energy. And yeah, I just didn't have a great night's sleep. And then I woke up at 4:00 in the morning and it wasn't a good time. And then I went back to sleep and my cat woke me up, which I was very upset at her about that. But so I've been a little tired today, but other than that, it's been a wonderful day. And I hope that everybody else had a wonderful day, a wonderful Friday the 13th. I might not be back tomorrow night because my friend wants me to go out with him and be a wingman, which is great. I've never done that before. I hope I do a good job. Of course. But anyways, I'm going to go take some magnesium to help me get a good night's sleep. And I hope all of you have a super wonderful night's sleep as well. If you're interested in getting a private reading with me, the information is in the description box. You can find me on my Facebook page, Misty the Medium, too. You can find me on my website, Misty the Medium. And my contact information is on there, okay? Thank you all